Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com.
Hey there, Kent. How's it going?
It's going well.
Going well?
I like to act like I screwing up when the recording's going. If people are watching my lips, it doesn't match my voice. So
it doesn't
just
match. Okay. So I'm going to continue with my angel series. Last week was kind of like predictions because like people needed it because people were freaking. But and this is my podcast for TikTokers. Don't know this is really my podcast. I'm taping this. I'm also on. What were we saying? There's Facebook.
Yeah, so we're on your Facebook, our Facebook. We're on Uncle Pete in the Morning Facebook.
Okay.
We're on your YouTube, our YouTube, our Twitter at studios_216, and now out on Twitch in the Twitch universe.
So now also on TikTok and all that. So we're everywhere right now. And this is my spot that I usually tape from my lives. And I'm actually, this isn't going to last. I'm taking it outside. It's warm enough now. When it's around freezing or a little bit under, I have like a small heater that it's cheap enough. I have a beautiful greenhouse and I'm actually going to go after that and go work in there because it's a lot of work. And if you hear birds, it's because I've got chicks. I got a bunch of chicks. You can hear them. I know you can probably hear them like off in the distance a little bit. So anyway, so this is my house. And if you guys notice, I'm not always at the podcast station. It's an hour and a half away, an hour and 15, but still it's 70 miles, it's something like that. It's not close. And so I sometimes stay and just go from home. And I did tell you, I got new internet, right? Do you see the difference? Did you notice? Okay. So here's the deal. So there was a plan passed through the government saying that people who are in rural places need good internet. And they had a grant put out and they ran lines everywhere. And I now have high speed fiber optic internet. And what a difference. It's only taking maybe 20. It was taking 4 hours to load a video, you guys. I kid you not. Wow. And now it's only taking like maybe not even a half an hour for an hour video. Like it's just loading and I'm like, cool. So anyway, so we're going to continue with the angel things because if you guys don't believe in these angel things, they're real. And yes, somebody just already asked me, are you doing questions? Yes, I am. I do. And if you guys notice that I'm doing less and less where I'm just online just answering questions. We're creating karma here. Now, Ken, I've talked to you about the karma thing, right? Like people can't keep giving and giving and giving and getting absolutely nothing back. And people are like, oh yeah, you can. No, it creates an imbalance in the karma. And if even a thank you, if even, what can I do for you? There's somebody told me one recently, I didn't have anything to give you, Lana, but I gave you a joke because I always do jokes on my monthlies when I'm doing my zodiac signs. And that was very helpful. So yeah. And I appreciated it. It made me laugh. And hey, you know what? That's fine. Just remember that. Okay.
We left
off.
Before you jump in, let's make sure we should give a shout out to moisturizedchaos.com. So our great friends through the financial support of moisturizedchaos.com. It's great. It's all natural beauty products, makeup. They do great jobs. And if you go out there and order from moisturizedchaos.com and put Atlanta 22.
Atlanta 22. Right? Yep.
You'll get a nice discount. And then let us not forget our good friends over at diamondsnaturalstore.com. So diamondsnaturalstore.com. That is a natural pet food store that is just fantastic, and you can make orders there. They'll send all the good stuff for your fur babies right to your house. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And just remember that both these places are tested by me and all natural. Everything in both of these companies are all natural. The makeup. I don't think everybody realizes that there's a movement now and a shift to all natural products, even within makeup and hair, because we are being poisoned by that also. And I'm convinced, the more I get into it, the more that I research I do, we're being poisoned. And we don't have to be. So, I mean, I'm even like looking at my bread ingredients, and if it doesn't say wheat, yeast, flour, you know, and it doesn't say, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't say the basics, and it starts adding all these extras like bromide. I don't buy it anymore. And you know, I'm near the Amish. So anyway, so hi Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Okay. Hi guys. All right. So here we go. So I've been doing this because I'm having this awakening with angels and this angel thing. It's just incredible. You have to try this. If you have not tried this, the angel thing, you have to try it. Now, I've got a video. I'm going to remind you. I've got more I'm going to actually put up. I get busy. Like, this has been crazy in a good way. Anyway, I've got a video where there's nothing but like little fairies and angels, like, and they're all different sizes, and there's just no way you cannot understand that that's what these are. And what I had been doing was praying to certain angels, like Metatron. So I'm going to go over this and a couple of these angels, and then I'll take questions because I always do. All right. So we left off, I believe, on Gabriel last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yes. 2 weeks ago, yes.
Yeah. So the first one that I'm going to go through is one of my favorites because it's the archangel of Sag, is Raguel. Now Raguel is the archangel of justice, and it helps you with your psychic ability. It helps with clairvoyance, seeing through the BS. That's what Gel does. Okay. And he's one of my personal favorites. Okay. Oh, thank you, Keepon. Oh, the angel lessons have changed your life. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. You've got to try this. I'm dead serious, you guys. I mean, and Anna, I'm going to make actual videos to put on YouTube. You guys just understand, like, I'm busy. I'm busier now than when I worked. Jeez. Like, and if you guys haven't known, I've retired. I retired about 1 year ago after 31 years of teaching art. Anyway, I got asked to teach art classes again, but to adults. So I might do that. Sounds like fun. Just for fun. Sounds like something I would do. Anyway. All right. So Raguel helps with justice. So if you're going to court, say a prayer to Raguel. Now, do you notice that some of these overlap? Do you notice that? Like, some of their abilities overlap? Did you notice that? Like, yeah, I noticed it because Gabriel also takes care of creativity. He brings messages, right? He's the messenger. But also we've got another Jophiel, which is coming up next. That one that one is also, that archangel is also for creativity. So they overlap. Okay. But I'm telling you, these work, and you have to you really have to try this. Just try it one time or two. Now, it was so badly for me that when I do it when I'm asleep, when I'm meditating. And I asked, Raphael's one of my key guys. Now, Raphael can take care of insomnia. If you're an insomniac, I try it. Mm-hmm. It really works. And also try, if I taught you this, the 478, Kent?
No, ma'am.
If you're having a hard time sleeping, 478. Breathe in for 4, hold it for 7, release for 8. Do it for about 3 or 4 minutes. You'll fall asleep. You will fall asleep. It works. It really, truly does. So try that. And I've made a video on it before. I think I'm at YouTube. Yeah. So
MJW just asked, hey, Lana, can you please spell the angel names for us?
You know what? I'm going to be making videos. But yes, Raguel is Raguel. So if you could put that in the lead for me, Kent, that would be cool. Yep. I'm making videos, and I've also got, and if you guys didn't know, I'm also doing, I got all kinds of stuff to do. I'm going to be posting them as blogs. I'd be working 24/7, you guys. You guys just like, yeah, because I've picked back up in readings. Remember, it was a little slow for a while. It's picked back up. And so, all right. So back to what we're doing. So Zerachiel. Now, some of these are Judaism, some of these are Muslim, and some of these are Christianity, and some are crisscross. Because remember, the 3 major religions, they crisscross, right? Yeah. So Zerachiel is Zerachiel. Zerachiel. And yes, I'm going to do this. Eventually I'll get to this. I kid you not. This has gotten in a good way, right? I've also tried, I've almost got my I Am book. Remember the I Am plan is almost done. If you guys want to be held accountable for something, get involved in a group that makes you accountable. I'm in a writing group that you have to sit and write and then share what you wrote every single week. And so what's happening? I'm getting my book done. So anyway, Zerachiel is the lost will help you with lost objects and pets. So if your pet is ever lost, Zerachiel. I told my husband, I'm like, I should put a Zerachiel because did you guys know you can get like little medals, like St. Christopher medal, like you can get them in Angels. And I told my husband I should put a Zerachiel on my dogs. Because I've had a dog. My dogs have taken off for days at a time. I live out in the middle of nowhere, and they just wandered. They don't do it now. My oldest dog's 11 now. He doesn't really wander anymore. But my puppy she's only a year old, and if I don't watch her, she'll wander off. And she's not too bad. She's like Golden's like people that she keeps by me. But anyway, just so that one. And also Zerachiel is the archangel of gardening. So so I told my husband, I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to maybe I'll make because I do clay, and we're setting up a clay studio in that healing center I'm talking about. Anyway, because I've got the 220 amp, and I'm going to make maybe a statue of Zerachiel. And Zerachiel, let's see. I've got Zerachiel is a really interesting one because this archangel's a healer, and I don't know what color. I want to say it seems like he's maroon or purple. I'm not sure on that. I have to look it up, but I will be looking it up really soon, and it'll be on a blog. On my new website, you're gonna see access to all my blogs again, so you'll see able to see the names. Awesome. Anyway, also Zerachiel helps with insomnia, and then Zerachiel also helps with childhood trauma. So if you are suffering from childhood trauma and you need to heal, then that's what you got. Yeah.
Now, what about the people who don't believe in angels? Because a lot of people think that angels are kind of a Christian type thing, or
Well, and there are people. I just had to block somebody. Tina Brown, could you please go to TikTok? I just had a couple of trolls and they were pretty bad. Please. Thank you. Tina's one of I have about 4 or 5 people that have been very helpful to me, and I really appreciate you. So no, it isn't Raguel. It's Ragel, like Miguel.
Right.
So sorry, Lulu, but nope, it's Ragel. It's not Raguel. It's Ragel, like Manuel Ragel. Mm-hmm. Yes. Anyway, somebody's trying to correct me. Anyway. All right. So Zerachiel will also help you with any working with your dreams too. So just remember that all of them, you always have one according to your zodiac sign. I'm going to go over that. Okay. So my next one is Jophiel. Now, Jophiel is one that I have not really experienced too much. I've been working with these, seeing what they do, and okay, all right.
How do you spell that, Jophiel?
Jophiel is Jophiel.
We'll get all these out there as well.
I'm blocking.
You're coming up in just a few minutes. So keep an eye on the comments. We'll be out there in comments, which is great.
Yes.
And hang in there.
How do you invoke them? You can pray. Yeah. Well, I ask them for help. Everybody, I get this. You shouldn't be praying to angels. Well, angels, if you pray, the angels take the prayer to God. So it doesn't really matter how that goes. So some people say, well, I'll say a prayer to God, to my angels. But I just say, hey, I need your help. That's what I do. And then I do a ritual. I burn a candle, or to center myself. Okay. All right. So that's how you have to work with them. I've got, you know what, Angela, honey, don't worry. You know what? Is there a book you'd recommend on angels? I do have a book here, and I kind of like it. It's A Guide to Working with Divine Angels in Your Daily Life. And it's called Angels, Spirit Guides, and Goddesses. So I am working with some on occasion. I've looked at them and I've gotten a little bit of information there. A lot of this stuff I've developed on my own. So, all right. Yeah, thank you. Just keep looking for my YouTube. You'll see them come. I'm a one-woman show. It's gotten very, very busy, and it's a good thing. So back to Joe Fiel. Hey, if you guys are taking an exam, ask Joe Fiel for help. He'll keep you calm. Now remember, notice that I always say male or female. Now, angels are neither, because they're not human. They're neither male nor female, but they have a female or a male energy. So sometimes I'll refer as a male or a female. Okay. You know what, Alex? Yes. So here's my question. So I just got one. So you just popped in. You've been talking to the angels wrong. I just pray to them. You can do that. I invoke them. I say, I need your help. I need your help. Where are you? And I have had experiences where they have literally appeared, like they're there. I know they're there. I can because you guys know that my third eye is how I do my mediumship. And as I'm sitting there, I can see them, and I'll be like, a certain color will come in my head, and that'll be the color that will be associated with that angel, which will all be in this YouTube stuff. So keep watching. All right. Yeah. So hi guys. Somebody said, ask for hugs, you'll feel it. And yes, I have. I have felt, when I got Reiki trained and I was sitting against a wall in a chair and I was at one of my friend's houses, I could feel 2 hands on my shoulders from the back. Because, angels can go through walls, I guess. That just really got me. My husband said one time when he got Reiki trained, he was with me. He said he closed his eyes and he woke up and he's like, oh my God, I saw like wings. I saw them. Just for a second. Oh my God, that just, and you have to remember, my husband was the biggest atheist in the world when I married him. He was like, God does not exist. And the first time he said, I was asleep one night and there was an orb about this big. And he said, it sat above me. It just was above me. And then slowly did this down the hall and dissipated. And he goes, I'm not, and he's rubbing his eyes. He's like, oh my God. And he woke me up. I'm like, what? Oh my God. He told me everything. He goes, what was that? And I said, probably my mother. Because my mother died around that time. I said, probably. So he's no longer he's very much a believer now. He has no choice. He's around me. Anybody that's around me sees weird stuff that happens and they know it. So, yeah. All right.
So Chris Riley asked, can you ask angels to help other people?
Yes. Oh gosh. Yes. Oh yes.
So like
same thing as God. You're praying. Yeah. It's like praying to God for other people. And that's the ultimate in blessings, right? When other people are praying for you. Now, if you guys don't know, to be honest, I have to go in and be checked. I have to be checked every once a year now. I thought I had cancer. Remember when I thought I had cancer? That was maybe last year, March. And I probably had 20,000 people, and she was convinced that's what was wrong. And I went back in. And she went back in. There's nothing there. I don't care what anybody says. Could she made a mistake? I suppose, but you should have seen the look on her face. She's like, no, you don't understand. There was something there.
Yeah.
And it's not. Yeah. So don't think that the prayer doesn't work, because it does collectively.
And of course, folks, remember the way the show operates is first half hour is a little bit of teaching and some good ideas here on metaphysical meanderings. And then the last 15 minutes, so coming up in about 12 minutes, is when you can ask specific questions. So
yes.
Well, then just hang on.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. And if you guys want to see my lovely producer's face, you can go to 216thenet.com, or you can go to my YouTube, Landis and Janet Sky. I'm there. I'm on Twitch now too. So, and I do have a Twitch account. We have to connect that somehow. I don't know how to do that. You'll have to help me.
Next time
I got just enough tech to be, I'm just enough tech to be dangerous, I suppose. So, But anyway, so back to Jophiel. So Jophiel will help you overcome ignorance. And we're not talking stupidity. We're talking something you don't know. Like if you want to be revealed the truth. So just remember that. It also, Jophiel will also help you jazz up your spiritual practices. So if you want to really get to more people, I guess I should be talking to Jophiel, right? And he enhances your creativity. And if you remember, Gabriel did that. So it's they overlap a little, some of it. Okay. All right. So, all right, this is the one that I don't get because but they are separate, but yet I've been told they're not. Because when you're looking at the Aramaic language, the Ariel and Uriel, U and A are sometimes the same. So, but listed, they're separate. So I'm going to go over Uriel, which is Uriel, before I did Ariel, Ariel. All right. So, and that one is both Judaism and Christianity. So, all right. And Uriel helps you with your creativity too. Now, there'll be certain angels, and I will be going over this. I have one more session of this. And we're going to be going over what your zodiac sign is and your sun. Now, remember, I'm into sun, moon, and rising, and I really feel like your rising is really who you are more so than your sun. But anyway, so, all right. Deepens insights, makes you choices, helps you make choices based on love. Uriel, that's a very interesting thing to say. Okay. And can transform your worst nightmare into your gifts. And turns bad scenarios around for you. That's kind of what Uriel does do. And I don't know, I hear of Uriel a lot. Now he's registered in Christianity as the four main, there's four main ones, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and who am I forgetting? Gabriel, Michael. Those are the four that you see a lot in the standard Bible. Notice I say standard, right? Why do I say standard? Because of the Apocrypha. And the Apocrypha has been taken out of the Bible, right? Now, just remember that. And because we're going to get back to that in a minute. Anyway, so the next one I've got is Gadiel. Now, that one's just in Judaism. And so why wouldn't they exist, right? Yeah, they're usually mentioned in the Old Testament is what it is, and not in the New. That's why I'm talking about that. Okay. So Gadiel helps you maintain a positive outlook. All
Spell
right.
that one.
Gadiel. And I know they should be at the top, but we're live, and I probably could.
I'm gonna put them in the comments for everybody.
We're put them in the comments. Okay. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm gonna slowly make a bunch of videos. It's just anybody that knows me well, and a lot of you guys know me very well because a lot of you are my followers, and you've got relationships built with me because I've read for you, and they'll know this has gotten it's pleasant, but it's not, because I have to dole out things to other people. And by the way, I am planning a retreat that's going to happen in probably September. I want you to be thinking about it because it's going to be based on healing childhood trauma and plus readings. And so it's got a lot there's a lot involved. And I have two other people that are going to be teaching with me. So people that I have found over the years. One, she became a client, and then I realized she's an astrologer, and her name's Susie Evolutionary. Check her out. She's wonderful. We get along really well. We've connected very deeply, enough that I know when she's upset about something, and we haven't known each other that long. So I will pick up a phone. I'm like, why are you upset? You're like, I'm picking up so heavily. Like, you guys know what I'm saying. Because some of you guys, when I've read for you, I will pick up on you. And check me out, by the way. I am offering, I've got a special going on, Ken. So if you guys want a reading, I am doing I think it's $45 for 20 minutes, which is really cheap. So if you guys are interested, all right. What if you want to go to the retreat? The retreat's all about psychic ability, but there'll be like 3 different classes. Don't worry yet, because somebody said, well, I have childhood trauma. dealing with that, and then you're going to be learning astrology, and you're going to be learning, like, I'm teaching like psychometry. I'm teaching how to maybe beginning tarot. I've got like 8 different things. We're just in them. I'm going to try to keep it local for me so I can just drive. We are in near a major resort area. And so, yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to keep it cheap. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this. And if this works, hey, I'm going to start going all over the country. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Right. All right. That's so, and maybe you'll have to stop in, Kent, because it's like, it'll be like an open thing. You know, like you don't have to stay.
Yeah, maybe
it's open.
Maybe we'll
it's in Lake,
it live.
That's what I'm wondering. You know, that it's not, what is it? Lake Geneva's only a half hour from you, ain't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. All right, it would be in Lake Geneva. So yeah, it's a big resort area here between Chicago and Milwaukee. All right, so Gadiel helps you maintain a positive outlook. So if you are getting negative, like this stuff sucks and blah, 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 try that. Compare a damaged relationship. Improve job performance. So if you feel like, you know, I don't have my heart in this, but I need to do a good job, Gadiel will help with that kind of thing. Now, here's the thing that I think is big about Gadiel. It will help you transform your life. So just remember that. All right. Also, he helps create abundance. There's only a few that do that. And that abundance thing is a big deal. Okay. All right. Now, I had one more, and then because we're almost done already, because, you know, I don't do this half an hour. I've got a lot of people that said, like, why do you only do it for so long? It tires me out, especially when I'm doing readings off the top of my head, because it's a long story. Now, I've been going live lately where I just pull a card for people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't wear me out. I was on an hour and a half. I'm never on that long. And I was on an hour and a half. So the last one is Zaphiel, Zaphiel. It's on my website. It's on Lana's Enchanted Sky if you want to go see that. And yes, I'm going to be doing videos. And all right. This one is very interesting. It helps regulate the weather. So if you're having some rain problems or something, you don't have enough rain or maybe too much, you know, that kind of thing. But Zaphiel really helps heal injured animals. It helps you sleep better, protects children, and will help you forgive, which is the ultimate in healing, right? So just remember that. But it was just interesting. Now that Zaphiel is also is part of Judaism. You know, it's in it. I always call it an invocation, like you're invoking them, you're asking them. For Rob and I will have more of this on my as I slowly go through these and start making videos. Zaphiel is more of a light, like there's certain colors that are always associated. So if I haven't mentioned them, I'll be getting to that. But a light blue candle, a light blue is Zaphiel. And so there's certain ones that are, you know, like Gabriel, and, you know, there's certain colors that go with them. I know that I believe it's Regel is gold and blue, because when I was meditating and trying to pull up Regel, I kept getting a blue, like a gold sword with royal blue, and that's the colors. So I'm like, oh my God, I got it right. I did it right. So, okay. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, there's a lot. There's like 15 or 18. And then you're also getting into the principalities. You guys know that there's different levels of angels, right? Did you guys know that? There are. There's ministering angels also. So there's different associations and different levels. I didn't even know that. Did you know that? Kent?
No.
That there's different.
No.
I know. That's what Muriel is one. Then they're the guardian angels. The guardian angels are, you know, just your angel. It's your own. Everybody's got one. And I don't know if I've seen one. I'll never forget. It walked right through a wall, and it was about 7 feet tall. And this stuff's real. Now, some people say, well, is it because we think it's real? Kind of like a tulpa. Yeah, you guys know what a tulpa is. That's something because we've believed in it for so long, we've created it into existence. I don't know. Maybe it is. Who knows? But I want you to try it anyway. All right. Because it really does work. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you. Somebody said thank you. Okay, Giovanni. Oh yes, Giovanni. Hi, Giovanni. Thank you. Weird. Never knew that, but always had great general thought about angels and they have levels. Yes, they do. Those little ones that you see in my phone. Now there's none here today. Isn't that funny? I was taping yesterday for a person. I do these yearly things, and a big. I mean, it was huge, and it literally did this like right in front of me, and I laughed, and then she said, "Oh, okay. I think I just saw something. See what I'm saying? Like they'll fly right in front of the camera, like live. Like, and people you've been watching me, you'll see them. And I don't know what I'm doing right or wrong, or I don't know. They just do. And I know they do. And there is an old video where you can see something doing this behind a blue-green orb. The blue-green orb was my father-in-law because he was talking to me. And something snapped my camera on. I kid you not. I didn't even touch it. It snapped my camera on, and then he appeared, and then behind him was something doing this. And I'm guessing it was an angel because they have wings. So go figure, awesome. Right? Yeah. All right. So it's about that time.
All right. Yep. This is the time of the show where if you have a question, a specific question to ask Lana, she can do that. Now it has to be specific. We got a lot of channels, a lot of energy, a lot of people listening, watching. So please don't say, does spirit have something for me? Or do I have psychic? Everybody does, right? So we're good. So yes. Be very, very specific, and that will make it easy. So let me give you an example. Our good friend Sarabi says, "Will I get a new job in TCS Digital before June?"
No. Keep at it though. It's coming, but not in June. Not by June, Sarabi. Okay. Now, I just got an interesting comment, and I like hearing this stuff because when people ask me this, am I expert? I'm not an absolute authority on anything, but I know quite a bit. And so I try to help if I know. And so, Zoe, I keep hearing my name called and being touched by an energy. What are they trying to tell me? I think that's a grandparent or something. There's the woman's older with gray hair. She's trying to tell you everything's going to be okay because I feel like you're stressed out about something. And she's just trying to get your attention to relax. Okay, Zoe? Because that's what I'm picking up. Okay? All right? Yeah. So go ahead. What else we got?
All right. So Natasha says, "Hi, Lana. I have a question. Why is Courtney and Tracy and Chrysander trying to get me and Amber in trouble at work? Courtney's making up stories about me. Why? And why don't they like me?"
Natasha, I know you well. You're cute. They don't like it. You're attractive. People like you. They just to pick on you. Just to pick on you. That's why you're also highly evolved. When you have to remember, when people are highly evolved spiritually, they're going to pick on you also. And they are going to, and it'll be undermining, especially when the vibration's very, very high. Thank you for the roses. So just remember that something to do with your looks, like in a good way. Okay. That's what I'm picking up. Like it's not an insult to you. Remember, I have a Native American friend who always said this. Always consider the speaker because it's them, not you. It's always about them. I have a friend that it's not really a friend. And one day they, I'm not thin. We know it. And she said something very, very, very negative to me. And I just turned around and whipped around and I said, "Is that because that's how you feel about yourself?" Dead silence. Change the subject. You guys have to know it's always about them, and we know that, but it hurts. And I know it. And I feel like though, Natasha, they're not going to get to you. Don't worry about it. And you're not losing your job. You're not having any problem. Somebody there that's in power knows what's going on. Okay. It'll be in your favor. Okay. All right.
There we go.
Go ahead.
Lavella Hasty, my biological father, both grandfathers' first love and sister's first love was all Michael. I wonder who has my back.
Okay, okay, I don't understand the question. Do you?
They're all their names were Michael. So I think what she's saying.
Oh, and sisters first. Oh,
yeah,
okay, Lavella. You know what? Because Michael's a popular name, but it also could mean something. What you need to do is, if I were you, go ahead and take the word Michael and do a numerology on it. So like the letter A is 1, the E is like that. E is a 5, I believe. And just do that and then add it together. It might tell you something. You guys know that you can do that. When I do your yearlies, and God, I'm behind on them anyway, because they take a while. I put together your whole birth name, not your married name, not what you were born with. So even if you're adopted, what was your name at birth? And I come up with one number. That's your destiny number. And if you think that stuff is not true, you think about that. You become your name. Remember that. Okay. All right. So let's go on.
MJW just tells everybody have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious kind of day.
Hey, MJ.
Thank you. Yeah. Michelle R., good morning. Will I be progressing in my current career, or will I be getting a new job working where my sister-in-law works?
I don't think you're going to be working with your sister-in-law works. I think you're going to be progressing in your career. It feels like that. Okay. All right. I got a question here off TikTok. Remember, TikTok can't be connected. I don't know why they don't let us connect like they do all the other social media. Anyway, that's why I'm on here. When will your daughter come back into your life? In a possibility in about 2. So I think it's about 2 years. And I'm sorry it's so long. It could be, so it's 2. So it could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. I feel like it's more than 2 weeks. So, okay. But that's what I hear. And that's what I'm feeling. Okay. And I'm sorry. I wish I could help you out more. Go ahead. Next question.
And Vanessa Empire, will my business have a better year in 2023?
Yeah. Vanessa, better, but not like not like double, like, oh my God, it took off. It's a very slow progress for this. I want to say it's maybe 25% better than last year. Okay.
Nice.
All right. When do you find here? I got AAI journey. I think it's AAI or is it AAL? I can't tell. When do you see my relationship and financial upgrade? You are going to see some improvement around August, is what I'm hearing. So I repeat back. I'm not perfect with time, but my time, I guess that I've been told that my time frames aren't off. I had somebody call me the other day that said, well, you were right. You said February. It was this February, not next February. You said next February 24, but it was this February. I just heard it was February, and I always assume things. So I try not to, but yeah. So anyway. All right, go ahead. What do you got? Anything else?
Debbie English asks, will I get married again?
I don't think so. But you're going to be in a long-term relationship. I don't know. It feels like there's some type of complication there but there is a long-term relationship for you. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got Alex on here. It says, am I seeing auras? You know how you see an aura? You know how to see it? If you try to find a person standing against a white wall, you can literally see them. I mean, they're there, and they'll be around the person, and they'll move and they'll follow. And you can, especially against a white wall, try it. If not, practice it. You can see them. I don't care what anybody says. I think anybody can see those. Okay. Yeah. And I know I have synesthesia, and I can feel them. Like I can feel, like you like blue a lot, right, Kent?
I'm a purple guy.
You like purple? Ooh, I'm getting, okay, your aura is blue today.
Oh,
so yeah. Okay.
Home,
are you spending time? You're spending time with the whole family this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Blue is that's the blue color of blue. Your auras can change. The reason I ask that is usually your favorite color is your aura, and so not always, because sometimes it changes from time to time and day to day, whatever. But overall, you're picking up kind of like your shirt, only a little, well, maybe a touch of purple in there, but it's like a deeper color than that. So, but that's the color. I pick them up. I feel them. So that's why when I meet somebody, there'll be some times where I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to talk to that person, because there will be times they have gray and black auras, and that it's a whole nother podcast. Trust me.
There you go.
Okay.
Jen just is telling Lavella, white light bubble around yourself
Yep.
and the haters. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Our good friend Sue Gianosa, of course, from Diamonds Natural Pet Food, right? Our good friend over there.
Hi, Sue.
So yeah, diamondsnaturalstore.com says, hey, good morning. My friend Maria and I have become quick good friends. Can you see why or what Maria and I are friends?
Why they're friends?
Why they?
I think, Sue, I think you knew her from another lifetime. I think she was your sister, or I don't know. You had a close connection about 2 to 3 lifetimes ago, and that's what the draw is. So yeah, I'm picking that up. Not a problem, dear. No problem.
Yep. And Tammy just says, love listening to you talk. You always make me feel happy. You have such positive energy.
Thank you. Okay. Well, your friend suffering from vertigo feel better soon. Okay. This I know about. Okay. My daughter has this. There's crystals in your ears. Does she have crystals in her ears? You can adjust them. If I have had a problem with them and I've adjusted them, I know that sounds crazy. Go on YouTube and look up adjusting your crystals in your ears. Literally look that up. You have to do certain, I know it's crazy, but it actually works. My daughter does it. She was having such bad problems. She would literally fall over, and they found out that's what it is. It's a maladjustment that's going on in there, and you can fix it yourself. And I'm sorry, I'm not sure if that's what it is, but I do just wanted to tell you, tell her that and try it. It's worth it. Okay. All right.
Alyssa Young has joined us. Says, hello, Lana. I want to move forward with my spiritual journey and what I need to do, what I need to open to connect with or to. My question is, what is my blockage within my body/mind? Hope this makes sense.
I get it. You're afraid of something, and it's your heart chakra of something. There's something that you're just hesitant to do, and it's not aligned. Because the whole thing of a chakra thing is understanding they all should be this aligned and about the same size. One should not be bigger than the other, and you have to kind of work at it. Now, when you are completely balanced, you can feel when they're all balanced. You can feel when they're out. So that's why she's asking. You can feel that. It's something to do with your heart chakra. You're carrying something. There's guilt or blame, or there's a negative, or fear of some sort. There's something there, and I'm not quite sure, but I am picking that up.
Yep.
Okay. So
Thanks,
just to help you. Okay.
Love it. Thank you. Share us.
Oh, good. We just joined Twitch and found us here. Awesome. I see that's, I probably need my Twitch account opened. It's active. I just don't use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alex says, hi, Lana. Does my dog Sydney know I love him?
Yes. And you know what? He loves you back. Is probably more than you do. Very, very geared in on you. Ever watch? He watches your face. I feel like he knows your emotions. Because that's how I remember I'm reading through the dog. I can pick up through the dog. Right. And yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Let's see.
Terry T says, hi, Lana. Yep. Should I buy a house in the city I'm living in this year?
I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen early next, Terry. I think everything will be, I don't know if you have to come up with more money or if you have to work on a credit score. There's something that's in the way, but early next year. And I'm saying prediction. I do predictions all the time. And I'm telling you, the government is going to do something to make it easier for our Gen Zs and our millennials to buy houses. I'm not sure what it is. I don't completely understand, but I am telling you what. Now, I've told you this one, all right, about what's going on astrologically. Did I mention it last weekend? Okay.
No.
That the end of March, we go into the Pluto retrogrades to Aquarius. It's huge. It's all about progressive. And I didn't know this. Remember, I've been predicting it. I didn't know astrologically because I'm just learning astrology, that it's a time of progressive. It's a time of riots and protests. And I said didn't I say about 2 weeks ago on my podcast, April and May would be pivotal. Well, that's when it goes into retrograde and then it leaves in June, but it comes back in January and it'll be there for 2 years. And I remember I said that we're going to have healthcare. It's all from 22 to 26. It's astrological too. So the astrological proves what, or at least pinpoints what I'm saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Hi guys. Oh, thank you.
All right, we're right where we need to be here.
Yep, we are.
I got about 30 seconds. And MJ says, yes, you did, Lana.
Yes, I did, MJ. MJ, she's a watcher. You know, MJ, I got to get down there. She hosts a possible like weekend and stuff too. So we were supposed to connect. I don't know if we knew of the whole thing. She was supposed to, and I were supposed to connect. She's in New Mexico and I was in Taos. There was a huge fire. If you remember, it was just the biggest one in New York, in New Mexico history. And we couldn't get to each other. So it kind of sucked. But anyway, I've got friends all over the country and all over the world. I've been invited. Haven't I been invited to the Netherlands? And people are like, come stay with me, and to UK, and like thinking, hey, this could work now if I start doing these workshops. So I have no idea where it came from. I want to say it came from an angel. I was meditating and somebody said, why are you not doing that? Interesting, huh? Yep.
All right, my dear, we're right there. So Matt ID _88 says, hi, Lana. So appreciate your discernment. Will my twin flame / soulmate Whitney and I meet up in person soon?
Yes, you will. It's going to take some time though. It's not soon. Now, what's soon to you isn't soon to me. I want to say 9 months or so. Okay. But yes, you will see in person. Yes. Yes.
All right, listen, we have to run. It's been a joy just hanging out with everybody this morning. Remember, please, if you want to grab a reading, go out to right there on the screen, www.atlantasky.com. And or the 3 questions at ko-fi.com, I think might be how you say that.
ko-fi.com/enchanted sky. If they're really quick questions, if it's something where I can just say yes or no, and you can get them there and get them answered immediately. I'll have usually within a couple hours, because I usually my phone will ding and I'll be like, oh, I got something off of coffee. So if you want a full reading, take advantage. I'm $45 for 20 minutes. And it's really inexpensive. That's very cheap. So, and I do them every once in a while. Offer
and for Alex, for your dog, go to diamondsnaturalstore.com, diamondsnaturalstore.com.
And don't forget,
all natural pet food. And please check out our good friends over at moisturizedchaos.com as well for all your health beauty needs. Great natural stuff. So for all of us here at 216 Net, we can't thank you enough for getting caught in the net with us this morning. And until we meet again, remember to be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.